Y'all need to go back and watch some of that young Mike Jordan.
The guy averaged 37 points a night with hand checking.
Yeah. So I think Michael would have strived.
It's like seeing God.
Michael Jordan was the most complete basketball player that's ever lived. Complete.
You're not going to lose with MJ.
If Michael played today,
in this era, he'll average 50.
When you really think about Michael Jordan in today's NBA, it becomes clear why he would dominate. The modern game is built on spacing, pace, and freedom of movement, and those are exactly the conditions that will make his skill set even more dangerous. Back in the 90s, Jordan played in an era where the paint was crowded. Defenders were allowed to hand check, and physical contact was part of nearly every possession. Despite all of that, he still averaged over 30 points per game for his career, and at his peak, he put up an incredible 37.1 points per game in a single season. That was not in today's offensive-friendly environment. That was in a league built on physical defense and clogged lanes. Now imagine that same version of Jordan in today's game, with wide open driving lanes, shooter space around the floor, and far fewer restrictions on the perimeter movement. He would be attacking the rim with the explosiveness of Anthony Edwards you see today, scoring from anywhere like Kevin Durant, getting to his mid-range spots like the way you see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does today, and controlling the tempo and hunting mismatches like Luka Doncic. With that kind of space and freedom, 35 plus points a night would not be a stretch, especially when he was already doing more than that in a tougher era. His mid-range game, which was one of the most unstoppable weapons in basketball history, would be even more lethal in today's NBA. Modern defenses are designed to take away the three-point line and protect the rim, which naturally leaves space in that in-between area. That is exactly where Jordan thrived. Possession after possession, he would punish defenders with pull-ups, fadeaways, and turnarounds that were nearly impossible to contest. Then you factor in the two-way dominance. Jordan was not just a scorer. He took pride in defending the opposing team's best perimeter player every night. He had the defensive intensity, discipline, and clutch composure that you see in Kawhi Leonard today, but with even more offensive volume. That combination of elite scoring and lockdown defense is rare in any era, and in today's NBA, it will separate him immediately. Jordan's competitiveness was on another level. He studied opponents, attacked weaknesses, and turned criticism into fuel. In today's era of social media and constant rankings and non-stop debate, that edge will only grow stronger. Like, he will take every comment he sees on social media personal. So when you combine modern spacing, advanced training, and his proven ability to average 37 points in a more physical league, you are not just talking about a player who would fit in today. You are talking about someone who would once again separate himself from everyone else. In today's NBA, Michael Jordan would not just succeed, he would still be the standard for greatness. Now let's take a look at what NBA legends and players have said about Michael Jordan in today's NBA. They break down what made his game so complete, from his offense to his defense to his mentality, and why he would have no problem dominating in today's NBA.
Wemby goes to your era.
Oh.
And then Michael comes to this era. Who does better?
Probably Michael.
Michael would do better in this era?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. LeBron in your era with Michael. Michael in LeBron's era. Who does better?
Probably Michael.
Okay, and then with Kobe, I'm assuming you're going to say Michael, of Michael and Kobe's era. I mean, it's kind of the same,
Yeah.
so, okay.
I would probably still say Michael would do better because, remember, Michael era, my era, early on, very physical, 85, 90-point games.
That's right.
Different.
That's right.
In today's game, we're looking at some games that'll get to 130, 140.
Insane. Boring.
And
Yeah.
so I think Michael would have strived off of just being free, open.
Right.
Not having the physicality that he had to play with it night in and night out.
How would you envision, what would Michael Jordan be if he played in the game today the way the game is different from the way it was in his era?
He'd average 45, and the league would be complaining about two players. They'd be like, Mike is too good, and the kid named Shaq down in Orlando is too dominant. What are we going to do?
When you think back to what those defenses were allowed to do and how defenses played now in the NBA, what would Michael Jordan do in today's NBA?
Probably average 45, 50 a game.
It's like so many different ways. Let me get this off, man. These niggas today don't even know how to score. A nigga have a move and then bring it back and remix it, and it's a bunch of that, bro. We talking about putting the ball in the bucket.
That's what they call a bag, though.
Bro, I'm talking about the essence of scoring the ball.
Yeah.
MJ, his bag was 1, 2, 3 pull up, one dribble pull up, getting by you dunking the ball, 3 ball. whatever the fuck, spin, post shit, however you want it, Lord. Like, man, y'all sound crazy on here, man. And then on top of it, Michael Jordan was one of the more aggressor offensive players. Oh, man, can't nobody guard that motherfucker today. Mike would grab your face if you tried to jump before him, bro. This nigga would grab your arm. Like, man, listen, man, I'm sorry. I respect every era, and I'm going to keep respecting every era. Y'all need to go back and watch some of that young Mike Jordan. Y'all need to go watch that Mike Jordan who went up against Larry Bird. You know what I'm talking about? That went up against the Pistons. And with physical play, by the way. And was downhill. And when he needed a three, he could hit a three. And he hit game winners. And he came back from 15 down in the fourth. And yeah, man, what? And then he was a goon. He was a real nigga. Y'all got me fucked up in here, boy. Y'all better put some respect on Mike's name. Boy, stop saying goofy shit, man. That's goofy as hell. Mike Jordan ain't got a bag, P? Man, stop, man.
If Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He'll average 50 points. LeBron's a great talent, no doubt. He's probably one of the top 3 players ever played with Kobe, Magic, Kareem. But Michael's right there. I don't know why you guys discuss the GOAT.
If Michael played today, he'd probably average almost 50 a game. I mean, he really would, because you wouldn't be able to touch him on the perimeter, so he'd be shooting a ton of free throws.
Yeah, so when everybody does this like Michael LeBron comparison, it's like you almost can't, it's not the same game that they're playing.
It's not the same game. You're right, it's not. It's not the same game. I would have loved to see LeBron play during, in the 90s, in the early 90s, late 80s.
Michael Jordan was the most complete basketball player that's ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
Complete.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kareem was just as effective.
Mm-hmm.
Certain people could be, LeBron at times could be just as effective. But the most complete basketball player that ever lived is Michael Jordan. Completeness.
Preach.
So like his ability to do every aspect of basketball at the highest level. And I think that came from going to college.
When he got to the pros, he had no weaknesses.
He had no weaknesses. Because what happens is, what college does, the best coaches are in college basketball. Because there's more. The best ones are there. So they design defenses and offenses that are different from the NBA. So you learn how to play against a zone defense. You learn how to play against a man-to-man, 1-3-1, 2-1-2. You know different defenses. NBA is just strict man-to-man, but your philosophies and thought process is from a totality of all of those defenses. Yeah. So now the game is easier for you, and you're much more easier. What I always say about Michael, what's different between even the great Kobe Bryant and great LeBron James is, he was still the most fundamental basketball player. Like, LeBron's IQ is crazy, but the most fundamental, when you watch LeBron, you don't always say he's most fundamental. Yeah. So, correct hand in the passing lane. But that was Michael. He was the best athlete and the most fundamental because he went to college for 3 years and developed certain things.
Jordan would have averaged 45, 50.
In today's game.
The point I was making is you allow great shooters freedom to roam, freedom with no hand check. You can't crowd me, and I got a clear sight at the rim, then it's going to be lights out, baby. But it's so hard to play defense in today's game because they allow the offense to go wherever they want.
Okay, but if Jordan's averaging, I mean, be honest here. If Jordan in his prime, Jordan in the early 90s, is averaging...
today's rules.
Yeah, today's rules is averaging 40.
He would average 40.
Okay.
I think he would average 40.
Okay, but didn't he average 39 one year, or 37.1? So Kobe's going to average 40.
Kobe would be up there.
Like this guy's real.
I mean, in all honesty, I wish I could take a magic pill, put on shorts, and go out and play the game of basketball today, because that's who I am. That's that type of competition, that type of competitiveness is what I live for, and I miss it. I miss that aspect of playing the game of basketball, being able to challenge myself against what people see as great basketball. But it's better for me to be sitting here talking to you as opposed to popping my Achilles and I'm in a wheelchair for a while.
At the end of the day, every era of basketball is different. The rules change, the pace changes, and the way the game is played evolves. But greatness translates in any era, and when you look at Michael Jordan's skill set, his mentality, and the way he dominated the toughest defenses of his time, it's hard to imagine a version of today's NBA where he still wouldn't be at the very top. But what do you think? If prime Michael Jordan played in today's NBA, how many points per game would he average? Would he dominate the same way he did in the 90s, or would today's game change things for him? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until next time.